Yo, Black, it's time. Word. Word, it's time, man. It's time, man. Alright, man. Begin. Yeah.
All right, what's up, boys? It's time for another podcast here, and this time rolling with JMO as we do a little playoff prediction.
What's up, fellas?
So we'll jump into the NFC first. It looks exactly the same. Oh, you got Falcons at 2. I got them slipping to 3. That's basically the only difference.
Yeah, I like the Falcons' chances making that first round bye on this one.
I looked at their schedule. I like the Redskins a little bit more schedule wise, and I noticed you had the Rams at 6 over the Saints. I went that route too. Did you just do it because Brent's on vacation, or you just like what the Rams are selling?
No, since their head coach decided to take a bachelor party during the most important weeks of the season, I figured his team's taking some time off too. So Rams are going to pull that off for sure.
Yeah, that's the same. I would have went with the Saints based off the roster, but he's gone. It's gonna be, you'd think, 3 or 4 L's. So I think the Rams are gonna pull off that spot as well. So then,
At the pace we're moving,
yeah, dude,
for sure.
this pace is brutal. Like, it's fun, but it's brutal at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, so Packers, Seahawks. Who you got?
So this is interesting. Um, I want to go Seahawks, and I feel like there's not really a big chance of that though. Nick's coming in. He's cocky. He's got the ultimate offense, but I think even though he's going to come into that game brash and thinking he's going to win, he is going to pull that off. So I do have the Packers taking the Seahawks in that game.
I got I got the Packers in that one. Then how about so your situation would be Rams headed to Washington. Who you got there?
I feel like we're both going to have similar results. Rams are coming in hot. They're going to take that 6th seed, but no matter who they're playing, the opponent's just going to be too good. Their teams are stacked. I got the Redskins taking the Rams on that.
Yeah, I got the Falcons taking the Rams. So then that would leave you got Tosh headed oh, you got the oh, you have Seahawks against Tosh.
No, I picked the Packers.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so Packers against Tosh. Round 3.
Um, man, this is the year. This is
You
the year. Tosh has
think
had
so?
all those years where he makes the playoffs, has an awesome season, and fails. Tosh is going to beat the Packers. Tosh is moving on.
Let me take Nick in that one. I'm gonna take Nick, and then that'll leave you with Falcons, Redskins.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go Redskins on that. Jax had Josh's number. Josh is a Madden 18 head. He's not doing shit this year, so we're gonna go with the Skins taking that one.
Yeah, I'll go that same route. So then you have Tosh, Jack.
Yeah, this is Tosh's year, man. He's looking good. Um, I'm taking Tosh to pull it off and represent the NFC this year. Finally, he's gonna make it.
I'm gonna take Jack over Nick. Ah, it's tough. Um,
It's tough.
Jack's offense just really isn't there this year like it usually is. I mean, it's still there. It's still really good, but I don't know. I just I'll go with Jack on that one. So I have Jack representing the NFC. You got Tosh getting there, and then we'll talk about the AFC before we get to the Super Bowl, I guess.
Sure.
So AFC, we both have Chargers, Ravens 1 and 2. We have I have the Bills at 3 and the Titans at 4. You have the Titans at 3, the Bills at 4, and then you have our boy Pride representing the East in the 5 spot. I got Doss and the Raiders, and then we both have the Jaguars at 6. So in your 5-4 game, the AFC East rematch for the third time, who you
Well,
taking?
first, I can't believe you left Pride off. He's having a magical year with one of the worst teams in the league, and I mean, you got to put him in there. But
I'll be honest,
um,
I didn't have time to look at it today like I thought I would. So
oh, okay. Well, I'll give you that.
but I
Well,
went.
I'm gonna rep
I'm
him.
I'm still sticking with it though. I'm sticking with it.
All right.
Raiders 5, Jags 6.
All right. Well, so Pride coming in. He's coming in pretty hot. He did beat me once. We have another game coming up. And I just lost to the Jets earlier today, which has put me in a tailspin. So, I'm feeling a little down on myself, and I'm gonna take it out on Pride week in that wild card, and I'm gonna be moving on in that matchup.
I like it. And then that would bring you to Jaguars headed to Titans for an AFC South rematch.
Yep, and this is a tough one because the Titans play pretty much everyone pretty well with their weird slow offense that just eats so much of the clock. But the Jags are one of those teams that gives them trouble. The Jags and Realtor Boone renting that space in his head. But that's pretty much where his toughest matchups come from. I think he's going to pull this one off, though. And the Titans are going to take the Jags on that.
All right, so my first round, I'm gonna have the upset. I'm gonna have Doss taking out the Titans, which will I know a lot of AFC teams would be excited if that did happen. And then
Yep.
Jaguars and the Bills. Give me the Bills in that one. The playing good defense and I don't know. Sometimes his offense is firing though. He almost put a burger up on Nick, so that's impressive. But I like the revamped defense for you and the Bills, so I'm gonna take you guys over the Jags. So then that would bring us to you and Van, right?
Yeah, me and Van, and I'm gonna go a little homerism on this, but my offense is pretty quick at throwing the ball since I don't have a deep threat anymore. Van, I believe, leads the league in sacks right now, and I'm fourth as of the beginning of this week. But since I don't hold the ball, that's gonna be the difference, and I'm gonna take Van out, and I'm moving on, baby.
Nice. And then Ravens and Titans on your side.
Yep, and I'm gonna be optimistic since I'm moving on. I'm gonna be optimistic. The Ravens are gonna put the smack down on the Titans, and put Coach Brian back in the neck brace for the week or the off season, and Ravens are gonna move on.
Nice. I'm gonna go see on my side. It'd be Doss and Chargers.
Yep,
I'm gonna say, I haven't even seen what they've done to each other this year. I'll just
that's a
go with
tough one.
I'll just go with Van, like a 17-14 game. He pulls it out. And then Ravens Bills. Give me the upset. I'll go with the Bills. Bills over the Ravens. And then in your AFC title game, it's you and the Ravens in that one. Who do you got?
Well, I appreciate you trying to cheer me up after my devastating loss today. So thank you. I'm also a realist, man. Last time I played the Ravens, I lost 56-50, and my offense cannot do that. So I'm pretty sure the Ravens are going to dispatch out the paddles and take it to me, and the Ravens are going to represent the AFC once again.
Nice. I'm gonna take Bills. Bills over the Chargers.
Okay, I like it.
Bills
Yeah, I
Bills
like.
going all the way. And then so that would leave I don't even remember who I picked on my side. Jack against the Bills. I'm gonna go with Jack on that one. So I got Bills making it, but then Jack wins.
All right. Well, last time I played Jack, I was pretty handily showing him what's up, but
Well, yeah, but then the meltdown.
then, well, yeah, I mean, there was a disconnect. There was a disconnect in communication. Um,
What about
Oh yeah, so I got the Ravens and the Bears.
yeah, so that would be that'd be an awesome game.
That would be a great game because they both play, at least to the league standards, unorthodox offenses where and they mix the run and the pass pretty well, but mostly they do a lot of running, a lot of ball control. Um, Similar route formations. I feel like if you play them a lot, you probably could get a better grasp on what they're doing than what I see. But if this scenario goes down, assuming that the Ravens don't lose their wide receiver due to taking banned supplements, doesn't
yeah.
matter, man. Bears are taking it. Bears might go 16-0 and run the whole table. As far as I'm concerned, Bears are winning this year. That's it.
You got him at 19-0.
Yep. Well, I think they'll probably go 18-1 because I think Nick's gonna. I think they play Nick and Tosh play again, and I think Nick's gonna take one, but it'll
Nice.
be meaningless. But 18-1, Bears win it all.
All right, couple predictions for awards. Do you think anybody can take MVP from Starkey, or it's locked up?
Oh man, yeah, that's pretty much locked up. With that, so many weapons on that offense. He's got the best receiving core in the league.
He's got
Um,
he's got like a 13 touchdown lead, I think, in as far as passing touchdowns.
Yeah, and that coach over there in Green Bay, he's pretty ruthless. So he's going for the jugular every time he calls a play. He's not running any of his receivers under 5 yards, which
Latavian
will be his
Phillip
downfall.
in Tennessee, he's having a year though too. He's got 1236 yards and he has 21 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's having a great year. But at the end of the day, when Starkey's putting up 50 touchdowns,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way a running back can catch it. I mean, you can give Phillip 35 touchdowns on the ground. I feel like it won't touch him.
So then that obviously answers NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year, but who would you take in the AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year?
But that would end up being, was
Boone.
Phillip still a rookie, or was that last year?
Nah, last year he was a rookie. I think it's gonna be Boone's quarterback, Texans quarterback Evan Leach. He's got 3,500 yards, 24 touchdowns to 16 interceptions. And
Yeah, I'm trying to.
the interesting
I'll go
thing
with that.
about that, like Boone said, is Evan Leach and Malcolm Starkey both played for LSU.
Yeah, so they're both going to be competing for, although it's not an award, the NFL or XCFL quarterback of the year. But obviously Starkey's taking that. But that is very interesting.
Yeah, it's I mean he's done great with Leach. I mean he doesn't have the same supporting class as the Starkey does. Not to take anything away from Starkey. And then defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else in his class right now.
Yeah.
The closest guy is we got Baxter with the Cowboys, but Curry's coming in at a middle linebacker. Baxter has 8 sacks. Curry has 6 as a middle linebacker, plus 6 interceptions. Or excuse me, 6 tackles for loss. My apologies. 1 sack.
Yeah.
But either way, it is 6 interceptions. Carrying a defense that sort of needs him.
Yeah,
out there.
It's kind of it's a down year, I'd say, for the NFC Defensive Rookie of the Year, as opposed to the AFC, where there's tons of candidates this year.
Yeah, I would take the 49ers fella as being our best bet at winning that, unless something crazy happens. I mean, the sacks, someone could blow up with 4 sacks and change the whole game.
For sure.
As of now, I don't think anyone really shows out as being the type of guy that's really going to make that change.
In the AFC, I'm going to take Thomas Frazier for the Ravens, outside linebacker. He's got he's piled up 10 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 29 tackles. So Well, 29 tackles on Daddy Leagues, so who knows
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm gonna go with his peer, Howard Harper. Also on the Ravens. He's got more tackles than Frazier, less tackles for loss, and significantly less sacks. So Frazier has 10.5 sacks, and our fella Harper here has 1 as a middle linebacker, but he does have 4 interceptions, and I think the big thing is 8 deflections. Especially with a team that puts so much pressure on other offenses. I feel like he's going to end up coming away with a couple more picks, a couple more deflections, and I think he's probably going to end up securing that by the end of the year.
Yeah, that's a solid pick, and it's interesting that he's getting the production he's getting from Frazier, being oh, I thought he was a later pick, but Daddy Leagues has him as a 3rd rounder.
Yeah,
So he got both those guys in the 3rd round. That's a good haul. But
great haul.
I think that'll end this, and then we'll try to bring a more, I don't know if I want to say exciting episode next time, but definitely something more interesting to talk about probably.
Oh, we do have a good episode lined up. Before we go, though, I do want to just throw out there on the AFC Defensive Rookie of the Year front, over in Cincy, our boy Dale Maragos.
Yeah, he's
You
right
see
there.
a lot about him on Twitter. There's a good chance that he jumps both those Ravens guys. We got to show some love to our man Morlock out there in Cincy.
For sure.
That's all I got. No one else is worth a damn.
All right, and then we'll end it on that, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bears win the Super Bowl.